Hi Keto Babes, I'm Chef Shannon and I am here today to share with you my particular journey to success with the ketogenic way of eating. I'm not really crazy about the word diet. I try to avoid using the word diet. It has the word die in it. And diets imply that you're going to be miserable, that you're going to suffer, that you're going to be deprived, and that it's going to end and things will return back to normal. And the way that I've been able to structure my journey with the ketogenic way of eating is this is for life. It is absolutely for life. It has rejuvenated my health. It has rejuvenated my energy level. I think more clearly. I sleep better. My skin is improved. My hormones are balanced. Yeah, there's been some pretty significant weight loss. It's been amazing, no doubt. There's been some inches lost. That's been amazing. There's no doubt. Total lack of inflammation anywhere in my body. It used to be things would creak and ache when I woke up in the morning, and now I have zero of that. And as I've been learning more about the ketogenic way of eating and how it works, I've also seen over the last several months, people are confused, they're frustrated. There's a lot of acronyms. There's a lot of, calculations and apps and food and this and that and sweeteners. And my way of eating, this particular plan, I guarantee you will make you feel like food is your friend again. Remember back when we were kids and we just couldn't wait till dinner time and mom always made something great. We ate meat, we ate butter, we enjoyed our food. And this is what the ketogenic way of eating can do for you. I think where people fail is that they overthink it. It gets complicated. They get overwhelmed. They want to do all the right things. They want to make everything perfect. Meal planning, and food should not ever have to be that way. It should be a ceremony. It should be a celebration. We should look forward to cooking. We should look forward to eating. And the way that I've structured the ketogenic way of eating is all of that. It's going to be so easy, you guys, and you're going to love it. But first, you have to want it here. You have to want it here. You have to be willing to give up certain things like sugar, like chips, like rice and potatoes and all that starchy stuff that turns into sugar in your body. So let's break it down super basic. There's 5 levels of the ketogenic diet. My particular level is the simplest, easiest, most basic level that I can incorporate into my lifestyle. I can incorporate into my job. I can incorporate into my family. I can incorporate when I go out, when I travel, and I can incorporate into my budget. That's another thing. These are things that are important to think about when you're looking at overhauling your entire dietary regime. First and foremost, you have to want it. You have to be done with having an enemy that's your food. You have to be done with diets per se. You have to be done with quick fixes. This is a lifestyle. It took a long time for your body to get where it is. It's going to take a while for it to get where you want it to be. But this is so easy, you guys. It's basic. There's certain principles that you have to adhere to without a doubt. The most important one is you need to keep those carbs down. What happens is our body's got all this fat on it. And when we take the carbohydrates out of our diet, our body starts using that fat as energy because carbohydrates convert into glucose, which converts into energy, which is what gets us through the day, right? That's why we grab a muffin or we grab whatever it is that we grab because we need that fuel. What the ketogenic way of eating does is it takes that energy that you'd be putting in your body. When you take away those carbohydrates, right, that you're putting in your body's like, oh, there's no fuel here. Wait, there's some here, there's definitely some back here. Let's start using that. And so ideally, you want to get into a state of ketosis. But you know what? You don't even have to stay in a state of ketosis. You just have to be mindful of what you're putting in your mouth. You have to be mindful of your carbohydrate intake. It's the more you can keep those carbs as low as possible. Under 20 is ideal. I have it to where I'm under 10. And I still eat great food and I'm never hungry and I eat basically whatever I want as long as it's within certain parameters. But the benefits of how I feel from eating this way by far outweigh Twinkies, ding dongs, candy bars, donuts at the office, bags of chips, ice cream, all that kind of stuff. And be very, very mindful about certain keto foods that you can buy at the store, because first of all, you're going to see a ton of recipes for fathead pizza and keto bagels and keto biscuits and keto pancakes and all this keto stuff. Let's face it, none of that is going to taste like the real thing. Okay? If you want real pancakes, real bagels, and real pizza, do it. Give yourself a cheat day. Eat that stuff. But just get back on track. Keep those carbs down where they need to be, and you'll feel better. I give myself a cheat day once or twice a month. Mostly it's with friends or family, and we're celebrating, and I do not deprive myself, because that's not the relationship I want to have with my food. And my goal with you is to teach you and to share with you the things that have kept me not only falling in love back with my food again, but falling in love with my body. I'm 52 years old, single parent. My kids are grown and flown. I'm in the second half of my life. I get to do what I want and go where I want and be with whom I want to be. And I started taking a really serious look about how I wanted to spend the second half of my life. Where are my relationships? Where's my head? Where's my heart? Where's my spirit going? And I realized that how I felt about food and how I was using food as a tool for therapy, which women do, we are born and bred to do that. That was an unhealthy bond. It was an unhealthy relationship. And so I started thinking, okay, I want to eat real food. I don't want to eat processed food. How do I do this? How do I find a way of eating that retrains my brain and my body into thinking that food is fuel? It's not a therapy thing. It's not your best friend. It's not comfort. It's fuel. And when you start changing your mindset about that, you develop a relationship with food and with eating, and it becomes more like a celebration. It becomes more like a ceremony. It's like, hey, I'm making this wonderful meal because I'm honoring my body. I'm giving myself whole, real food. And yeah, that's going to include fat, my friends. Fat is where it's at. It's awesome. And we've been trained to think that everything fat-free, everything sugar-free, and you know what you get? Everything chemicals. And those chemicals is what causes bloating, inflammation, headaches, insomnia, skin issues, all that stuff. Once we remove processed food and white sugar and unnecessary starches out of our diets and start focusing on whole, real, simple foods, is when you will see huge changes in your overall health, including your thinking. Your moods will improve, my friends. Your moods will improve. It's so great. Mostly because you've changed your relationship with food. It's no longer your enemy. It's no longer something that you dread. You will be able to embrace this. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I hope that in the future, we'll be able to work together more. I'm available for coaching. I'm going to be posting some awesome, awesome recipes, some great tips. Did I mention? I am a chef. I am a Le Cordon Bleu trained chef. I've worked as a private chef. I've worked as a private chef for an NBA team. And it was through that experience. And I'm watching these multi-million-dollar, 6'7", 7' whatever, basketball players go out there and perform, and their bodies are machines. So let me ask you this. If your body was a luxury vehicle, what vehicle would it be? And what kind of gas would you put in it? Would you put in cheap gas, or would you put in the best that you could possibly afford? I want you to think about that, because this is where your body is. Your body is a wonderful, amazing machine, and let's treat it like the wonderful, amazing luxury car that it is. I don't know about all y'all, but I like to think of myself as a Corvette or Lamborghini or a Porsche or something like that. And when you start to honor what you're putting in your body, you will start to honor what you're putting on your body. And at some point down the line, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about chemicals. We'll talk about makeup and skincare products and all those kinds of things that, again, your skin is the largest organ on your body. You're putting stuff on your body. You're putting stuff in your body. Let's go back, way, way back, and let's retrain ourselves to only honor ourselves and to give us the best, to give ourselves, to give our bodies the best that we can. And I am absolutely thrilled to help you with this, because it was so easy for me. I lost 19 pounds and 4 inches in 4 weeks. And I felt great. And I was never deprived. And this was through my period. This was through everything. Even when I was having PMS, I was not cranky. I never felt better. And I really hope that you'll stay with me and we'll work on this together. Bye.